Hello students, in today's class we are going to discuss about the antipsychotics or the neuroleptics, which are also known as tranquilizers, which is a outdated term now. So in today's class we will discuss about the antipsychotic, their classification, mechanism of action and the structure activity relationship of phenothiazine category of antipsychotics. So what are the antipsychotics? Antipsychotics are the drugs which are primarily used in the therapy of psychosis, including schizophrenia, organic psychosis, and the manic phase of manic depressive illness or bipolar disorder, and other acute or chronic psychotic illness. So simply, antipsychotics are the agents or the drugs which are used in the treatment of or in the therapy of psychosis or psychotic disorders. So what is psychosis? So basically psychosis is a group of psychiatric illness in which patient usually have serious distortion of thought, behavior, or capacity to recognize reality and or perception. Patient may have delusion or hallucination. Patient have misperception and misevaluation, and in general patient is unable to meet the ordinary demand of life. He find it very difficult to live a normal life because the perception is totally disturbed, and the real evaluation of condition is totally disturbed. So it is a very serious condition, it is a very serious CNS disorder. So actually what happens in psychosis, in certain part of our CNS or in certain part of our brain, the dopaminergic activity is so much increased that the delicate balance of inhibitory neurotransmitter and excitatory neurotransmitter in the CNS is totally disturbed, because the dopaminergic activities is spiked up. So this will lead to the psychosis. So in the treatment of psychosis, what we usually seek, we simply try to reduce that over exaggerated dopaminergic activity in the CNS. So we simply try to reduce it to a normal level, and we use different type of agents for this purpose. Although most of the antipsychotic agents act by blocking the D2 receptor in the CNS, and thus reducing the dopaminergic activity over there. But certain agents also work by blocking 5-HT2A receptor and alpha 1 receptor in the CNS, like clozapine. While rest of the antipsychotic agent like phenothiazine or haloperidol, they mainly act by blocking the D2 receptor in mesocortical region, or we can say in limbic system of the CNS. So now we will begin the classification of antipsychotic agent. So the first category and the most classical category in antipsychotic agents are phenothiazine derivatives. So phenothiazines are the first antipsychotic agents which was discovered. So this belong to the classical category of antipsychotic agent, the phenothiazine category. So this phenothiazine category, we have the category with propyl dialkyl amino side chain, or the agents which have a propyl dialkyl amino side chain, as you can see in the structure. The promazine, chlorpromazine and triflupromazine, they all have that propyl dialkyl amino side chain, while the nature of second substituent is changed. In promazine it is a hydrogen atom, in chlorpromazine it is a chloro atom, and in trifluoropromazine it is a trifluoromethyl group. In next category of phenothiazine derivative, we have ethyl piperidine side chain. So as you can see, this category have thioridazine and piperacetazine, and they have this piperidine ring with ethyl group in the side chain. The next category in the class is propyl piperazine side chain, where the side chain has a piperazine ring with a propyl group, as we can see in the prochlorprazine and trifluoprazine. The next category in the classification of antipsychotic agent is ring analogues of phenothiazine. So these are also the derivatives of phenothiazine or classical phenothiazine. In this class we have thiothixin, in which we have simply replaced the nitrogen atom of phenothiazine ring with a carbon, so the category become thioxanthin. And in this class we have chlorprothixin and thiothixin. The next ring analogues of phenothiazine is dibenzoxazepine. In this class we have loxapine succinate. And other category of phenothiazine is dibenzodiazepine. In this class we have the clozapine, and this clozapine is a atypical antipsychotic compound. It act by blocking the 5-HT2A receptor and alpha 1 receptor in CNS. It does not antagonize the D2 receptor. It block 5-HT2A receptor and alpha 1 receptor in the CNS. The next category in the antipsychotic compounds is fluorobutyrophenone. As you can see in the structure. In this category we have haloperidol, droperidol and risperidone. The next category is beta aminoketone, in which we have molindone hydrochloride. The next category is benzamide, in which we have sulpiride. So these are the different categories of compounds we use in the treatment of antipsychotics, in which we have the phenothiazine or classical phenothiazine, we have ring analogues of phenothiazine, we have butyrophenones, or we have beta aminoketone, we have benzamides. In all these compounds, the phenothiazines are most widely used antipsychotics compound, and we will discuss the phenothiazine compounds in detail. We will discuss the SAR of phenothiazine in detail. Now we will discuss about the mechanism of action of antipsychotic compounds. So all the antipsychotic compound except clozapine have potent dopamine receptor blocking agent, or we can say D2 receptor blocking agent. Dopamine receptors have many types like D1, D2, D3 and D4, but all the antipsychotic agents except clozapine have D2 receptor blocking action. Although phenothiazine and thioxanthin also block D1, D3 and D4 to certain extent, but they mainly block the D2 receptor, which is responsible for their antipsychotic activity. The blockage of D2 receptor in the temporal and prefrontal area, which constitute the limbic system, and in the mesocortical area, leads to reduction in dopaminergic activity, which is responsible for antipsychotic activity of phenothiazine. When we begin treatment with the phenothiazine, as an adaptive change to blockage of D2 receptor, the firing of dopamine neurons and dopamine turnover increase initially in the initial days of treatment. It may increase a bit to compensate that blockage, but in longer run it gradually decreases and the features of psychosis will relieved. So simply we can say that all the antipsychotic agents except clozapine simply block the D2 dopaminergic receptor in the limbic system and in mesocortical area of the brain, which leads to diminished dopaminergic activity over there, which cause relief in the psychosis. Now we will discuss about the mechanism of action of clozapine or other atypical antipsychotic agent. Here we will discuss about the clozapine mainly. So the clozapine have 5-HT2 and alpha 1 blocking action in CNS. 5-HT2 and alpha 1 blocking action in CNS. It does not block D2 receptor in CNS. It block D4 receptor to certain extent, but it does not block D2 receptor. It mainly blocks 5-HT2 receptor and alpha 1 receptor in the brain, and by blocking these receptor it produces antipsychotic effect. While rest of the antipsychotic agents like phenothiazines or classical phenothiazine or haloperidol or risperidone, they all simply block the D2 receptor in limbic system and mesocortical area of the CNS and reduce the dopaminergic activity over there, and which leads to relief in psychosis. So this is the mechanism of action of antipsychotic agents. Now we will discuss about the SAR of antipsychotic agent, which is phenothiazine derivative. So we will discuss the SAR of phenothiazine category. So as you can see here in the structure of phenothiazine, as you can see here, in the structure of phenothiazine, you can see this numeric system. This here we have first position, the R2F second position, this is third position, this is fourth, and this sulfur is fifth, and then sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and this nitrogen comes to the 10th position. Okay. So in all the phenothiazine compounds, we can see, as you can see in the promazine or in the chlorpromazine or in triflupromazine, we can see the distance between the ring nitrogen and this basic nitrogen. The distance between the ring nitrogen and this basic nitrogen is of 3 carbon atom. It means when the distance between the ring nitrogen of phenothiazine ring and basic nitrogen of alkyl side chain is of 3 carbon, the compound produce maximum antipsychotic activity. If we reduce this distance or we increase this distance, it will cause the decrement in the antipsychotic activity of the compound. If we simply place a electron withdrawing substituent at second position, where you can see the R2, if R2 is an electron withdrawing group, it will increase the activity and potency of the compound. It will increase the activity and potency of the compound. If we simply place a methyl group at second position or third position, it will not significantly affect the activity of the compound. If we introduce a oxygen at the first position here, if we introduce a oxygen at the first position, then compound will show antidepressant activity. Okay, and if we cause the bridging between the third carbon of the alkyl chain and the first position of this ring, and the third carbon of this alkyl chain, it will decrease the antipsychotic activity of the compound. If we simply bridge the third carbon of the alkyl side chain and first position of the ring, this bridging will cause decrease in the antipsychotic activity. Okay, now we will discuss about the amino group modification of the phenothiazine derivative. Here you can see in all the phenothiazines, this basic nitrogen is disubstituted. It means the tertiary nitrogen shows maximum potency compared to secondary nitrogen or primary nitrogen, or secondary amino group or primary amino group. It means if this basic nitrogen is disubstituted with alkyl group, it produces maximum potency or maximum activity. It means the tertiary amino group produce maximum activity, while the secondary or primary amino group produce lesser active or inactive compounds. Okay, if we simply substitute this amino group with larger alkyl groups like propyl, butyl or phenyl, okay, if we simply substitute this basic nitrogen with larger groups or aromatic groups, it will cause abolishment of the activity, or it simply reduce the antipsychotic activity of the compound. Okay, the next point is this basic nitrogen can be a part of a ring system, like as we can see here in thioridazine, this basic nitrogen is a part of a ring system. So if this basic nitrogen is a part of a ring system, it will produce active antipsychotic compound. Okay, if we simply introduce a hydroxyl group or a ethyl hydroxy group or methyl group at C4 position of the piperazine ring, as we can see, you can simply see here we have a small methyl group, here over here, or we have a ethyl hydroxy group over here. If we simply place a hydroxyl group, a methyl group or ethyl hydroxy group at the fourth position of the piperidine ring or piperazine ring, it will increase the activity of the compound. It will increase the activity of the compound. Okay. So this is the SAR of phenothiazine antipsychotic compound. We will again review some important points of the SAR. The first point is simple, that the distance between the ring nitrogen and the basic nitrogen should be of 3 carbon. If we alter this distance, we increase it or we decrease it, it simply negatively affect the antipsychotic activity of the compound. Second point, if we place a electron withdrawing group at the second position of the ring, it will increase the activity and potency of the compound. The amino group present in the alkyl side chain of the compound should be disubstituted or tertiary in nature. The tertiary amino group produce compound with maximum antipsychotic activity compared to secondary amino group or primary amino group. The substitution at the amino group should be a small alkyl group like methyl. If we place larger alkyl group over here, it will reduce the activity of the compound. Okay. If we simply bridge the third carbon of the alkyl side chain and the first position of the ring, it will reduce the activity of the compound. The basic nitrogen or the amino group can be a part of a ring system, as we can see in the ring analogs of ethyl piperidine side chains or propyl piperazine side chain. Here the basic nitrogen is a part of a ring system. If we simply place OH, methyl or ethyl hydroxy group at the fourth position of the ring, it will increase the activity of the compound. So these are some important points regarding the SAR of phenothiazine derivatives. And phenothiazine derivatives are a very important class of antipsychotic category. So this is all for this class. Thank you.